No, weirder than that. Fucking Skylanders.
Why? They're already toys! Fuck!
Well, what they're doing is they're releasing Skylander figures, so just figures, as opposed to these little things that you need to play a video game. Now, on the one hand, I can see the appeal. On the other hand, I can't see the appeal.
Yeah, shit. If there was a Skylander that was a big enough deal, you'd expect them to make a big old statue out of it, rather than rehashing the same idea but in a different art style.
To be fair, U2s are considerably bigger than the little figures that you used to get for the Skylander device.
But not by much, 1.5 times as big, I think.
I'd say twice as big, easy, maybe even 3.
Sure, but it's not like an 8-inch statuette.
I'd say it was close to 8. The rough images they gave made it look like they were much larger than the original figures.
Okay. Oh, larger than the ones that they already do. Okay.
Yeah. For those of you who don't remember Skylanders, because you're too young, and yes, that does hurt to say, you used to be able to buy a periphery device for your PlayStation. Maybe for the Xbox as well, probably, but I didn't have that.
And the Wii.
Where you could scan in these, it's basically Amiibos before Amiibos.
Yeah, and one of the balancing acts was that some of them were really good, but they had a massive base. So you had to try and tessellate the ones that you had onto your portal. So if you had a big one, I'm saying Bowser, because that was the one that they had, exclusive to the Wii, you could probably only get maybe one other one on there. Whereas if you had regular size ones, you could probably get 4.
I thought you had to use them one at a time anyway.
I think you could have multiple in your party at once, but I could be wrong.
I never played Skylanders, so I generally don't know. Sure.
I had a family friend who had a child young enough to care about Skylanders. But that's pretty much it.
I don't know if the device was universal or not, because this wasn't a gimmick unique to the Spyro crowd. It was also we had Disney Infinity as well. I know was the other big one.
Yeah, and Lego Dimensions.
See, Lego is the most egregious one to me.
Well, at least the Lego one actually gave you the Lego items. And when you got the vehicle part, the one that wasn't just the minifigures, you could reconfigure the vehicle. It gave you instructions in the game of how to reconfigure it and build it into the other vehicle, which for Portal was, you can use the crab mech or you can use a turret or a companion cube.
Well, I was going to say, surely the game wouldn't know what form it was in.
The game tells you how to build it, and then it reprograms the base, assuming that you've done the thing that's fun.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I assume you just have the base being no, this is the NRC or NFC thing chip.
Yeah.
Do you remember when our mate got fucking ripped off and bought an entire bag full of them, and none of them had the things on? And it turns out that he had to put them on himself, but he didn't know that when he read the description of the item.
Oh yeah. The other annoying thing about that is that the software that we had that could write to the NFC chips wouldn't write to the rewritable ones. It would only write to the single-use ones.
Wow, that's annoying.
Which, if you're just using it for this is Wolf-Link and this is a Wolf-Link card forever, that's okay. But if you want to have 6 of them and just use them for what you want them for today and then rewrite them next week, then it's a piece of shit.
Well, I get you. But at the same time, you're not supposed to do that. You're stealing from Daddy Nintendo.
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't want to? What do you mean you don't want to spend £25 on Link? Look, he's in a different pose and has a funny hat.
Oh, and what do you mean you don't want to get scalped on these fucking things? Because, remember Amiibos when they were new? Christ.
They were rarer than gold. It was a very weird time to be around.
Yeah, it was like rocking horse turds. Unless you managed to know when they came in at Argos, and you went down and you got your Zelda and your Zero Suit Samus, and those are the only 2 Amiibos I have.
I was never into the Amiibo thing. Even when they were new, I was like, that seems pointless. And it was pointless, because most of the time they would unlock very meaningless things in games, but cost you the same as a mediocre DLC.
Yeah. I had one Amiibo that came free with my Wii U that was used. And if I didn't have that Amiibo, I wouldn't have cared about the other ones. So I guess I'm the fool there. I've got Lucina as well. Lucina is also rather rare.
Well, I explained so much because we've got a mutual friend who had a Lucina Amiibo for the longest time just on his dashboard in his car.
Yeah. I gets it. They're not the best quality, but they're better than they could be for... Basically, Nintendo can charge what they want for the slop that they give.
Little bits of plastic.
Little bits of plastic, slop, all that shit. They could have made them a lot worse and people would still have bought them.
Case in point, Pokemon ZA Legends.
Yeah.